Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk. Playing uh, picking up a series I actually kind of ended. Um, I have had some health issues and haven't really been able to do much broadcasting. And, I've been playing a lot of Ark. And it's been a lot of fun, I'm not knocking that, but I'm really at a point where I just need to go get crystal. I need to farm a lot of stuff. I need some cementing paste and all kinds of things that I just don't feel like doing. So I was like, I could probably get into some long dark, but I didn't really feel like starting a new one either. So I popped back into this one, the little beginner guide series. Ash Canyon Start. Ash Canyon Start's one of my favorite starts. And so I knew I'd have the technical backpack. And we also have the Moose Eye bag. We're good for temperature wise and everything. It's Pilgrim mode, so there's lots of good gear. Windproofing and warmth are great. I'd like to lose a little bit of weight, but for right now, we're in pretty good. I'm not exactly sure. What I got going on. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Great. Oh, I did. Okay. I must have the crampons on. Looks like I don't know if I have any cloth. Oh, I got some. All right. And we'll get the balaclava. It's not going to provide really, I don't think, it'll basically have the same amount of warmth as the Canadian toque. I just like the look of it. To be fair, looks like we were geeking up the cooking skill a little bit. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll either just shred everything, all my meat into little tiny pieces until I get to level 5 as soon as possible. I've done it in 7 days before. Or, just do like rabbits and wolves. I personally don't find anything wrong with it. Basically, the cooking skill is based on per piece. So if a piece of meat takes an hour to cook, or it takes 3 minutes to cook, if it's 2.2 pounds or 0.13 pounds, you get the same amount of cooking. So what kills me a lot is you'll find people who play this game who think that's like cheating. But you also see those very same people purposely making it so they can rip carcasses apart with their hands. Wait a minute. Is it? Oh, I'm tired. I was like, why? Is my weight not matching up? All right. Let's see. We need a drink. All right. I'll get it together here. So let's sew this if we can. I gotta have a sewing kick somewhere. Table maybe? Nope. Yeah. Grab that one. I'll probably let things go just a little bit because, like I said, I was basically done. With what I consider the beginning part of the series. Anyway, you know, bitter cold, to me, you'd want the face protection. Like I said, as far as warmth, it's not going to change anything. As far as windproof, it's not going to do anything because it's on the inside, basically. Counts it. So, it just makes more sense to me. Immersion-wise, I guess. So we'll dump that. Another thing I want to do real quick, I just realized, is take those off. Put that on. Now we're 49.25. Even better. Alright, so we gotta look in here. Extra tools. Couple of books. What are we doing on our firewood? Yeah, we can. Let me go look. Let's say I don't. Rifle book. I'll grab some of those. Yeah. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, okay. Alright, I'm at 84 pounds. A couple torches. I don't really need them. It's not that. I got some firewood on me. Okay. I'm gonna leave some of that. Well, these fire strikers. Okay. Let's get moving. So, nice day. Done most of the exploring I need to do here in Mystery Lake, anyway. You know, other than that firewood, I don't really need to grab anything else. I don't really need any food, though. I'll just go ahead and do that. So at this point in the run, you know, what I'm thinking about doing is running up to Milton, and looking for the snow pants. And if I'm going to Milton, then I'd rather spend the night out at the... We'll go out to the trapper's cabin up there. Well, there's probably some food, but... Let's grab an MRE. Soda... This is in good shape. A lot of calories. And liquids, and that might be my dinner tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything else with me. I think I have some snares down, so I want to go check those before I leave. I'd rather not carry them in my pocket right now. They're not really going to be of any help along the way, but I don't want to leave them out either. Since I'll probably be gone for a week and some change. But the nice thing is, I'm not really doing, you know, I don't need much from Milton. I want to, you know, search it, look for loot. I'd like to find some fisherman sweaters. I'd like to find another pair of climbing socks. And hopefully maybe a pair of snow pants. We shall see. But yeah, I'd like to get to that as quickly as possible. And see if I wasn't playing on Pilgrim, you know, I'd be wanting to get to Forlorn Muskeg. Yeah, I do have them out. To make a bow, which I did in my last series, A Beginner's Guide Start in Mystery Lake. We'll grab that, move on. But dealing with like a timetable, so on Pilgrim mode you're going to have the, you know, least amount of decay as far as the items in the game. Personally, I think the decay rate it's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense to me, but a sweater isn't going to go bad in 3 months. That doesn't make any sense. Especially one inside a house and a drawer. I could probably show up in a couple years and put it on. And I mean, the food decays too fast as well. I've come to the conclusion that I really enjoy this game. I love it a lot. But now that I have, you know, the badges that I want, except for the Blizzard badge, which I should be getting pretty close to. That's the last one. Yeah, I'll just play on custom mode. I prefer it because I can make the loot table really difficult. You know, I can basically play with a stalker or interloper, you know, loot table. But I can also set it so the decay rate makes sense to me. And what makes sense to me on the decay rate is low. Like even lower than I think it is here. I'm not sure. I want to look in here. You can find a cooking pot in here sometimes. Yep. You can find one usually up at the trapper's cabin, but I like to have two when I can. There we go. I was wondering when we were going to hit that. So once you get to the halfway mark of your fatigue, which is like the eyeball over there at the bottom left, there it is. Whoa. Your carry weight, your ability, you know, it starts to go down. And the further past half it goes, you know, eventually you're going to get down. More than likely to below where you're going to start to become encumbered. I'm going to leave those. I'll be back. Now, this next area that I'm going to is a really popular place. A lot of people like to set up camp over here at the trapper's cabin because there's deer, bear, and rabbits. You can have rabbits in more than one location. Here, let's put these crampons on. I don't feel like dealing with the sprain right now. And you can also get a random moose spawn. So I don't ever think there's any like moose sign out here. So for instance, down by the dam, if there's moose sign down by the dam, the moose is probably going to show up there at some point. But it could also show up out here. And there's the bear. There's my bear buddy. Right in there. You can find rabbits back there sometimes. And then we're going to walk over here. I think his name is Max. Oh. Don't really need any of that. How do I put the gun away? Okay. I think it's called Max's Last Stand. Max did not win. I'm assuming the bear killed him. But a lot of times, not always, like right now, you can find like a hatchet or a pocket knife. I guess that was his weapon against old bear there. Now we are in Pilgrim mode, so Barrett isn't that interested in this. You can be attacked by animals in Pilgrim mode. It's just not really likely. Bears, I found, once if you shoot them and you're near enough, they will attack you. I've had a few wolf attacks, trying to steal their food, throwing rocks at them. Just too close, I guess. But the bear attacks I've had, I feel definitely are tied in with the bow. And it seems like if you shoot them with the bow and you don't take them out, there's a good chance in Pilgrim mode you're going to get possibly attacked by a bear. We'll grab the meat real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and slice it off there. There's a fair amount of wood back here. You know, good place for sticks. There's good looting spots. There's a house back there. There's another, there's a hunting stand and a lake where there can also be a bear. So really, yeah, there's like 2 bears pretty close by. It's a lot of meat. You know, bearskin coat or bedroll. Oh, I can take those. I'm glad it makes the noise. Don't really need those on.
Rust suit, I'm gonna faint.
I know. Let's see if we can get a little fire going. I'm not really trying to do much here. I might make a little water, but when I know, so I will camp if I turn this into a if I keep playing this, eventually.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I'll be out here hunting. I just want to play like, you know, even if I'm never gonna whenever. I did end up coming back to it, interestingly enough, I guess. And then, but I want to do all the setup that you should do. There's a nice 2-burner stove inside, so you can do that cooking inside. You try to, I would say when you're playing, so I always recommend that you know, play this game in Pilgrim mode a lot. Learn your maps that way. Yeah, obviously you don't have to, but to me it kind of makes sense, right? Because one of the most important parts of surviving in this game is being able to know where you're going, basically. What time is it? And how hungry am I? I'm not really that hungry. But yeah, that really can make a difference in your survival. If you know where to go and hide during a blizzard, or rock you can get on to get away from a bear, or whatever you need to do. So, but I would say don't play custom mode. It might be tempting because you can make certain aspects harder, like I was talking about earlier, but you're not going to be able to accrue points, or, you know, not points, but you'll be able to work on your badges. we'll see what we get when we get back inside. There's a good one. We'll take that. Alright, and I'll leave that cooking pot there because I have my own and my own cans, so they can just stay there. There's probably stuff inside too. Like I said, there's usually a cooking pot in here. So in here, this is also known as a good loot spot because there's a safe in here you can crack. A lot of times there's a rabbit snare or...
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't remember this place being in... this can be locked. It's not always unlocked. But you can find a rifle here, like this. Pretty good shape. There's a can opener. Cooking book. Yeah, you know, look around. A lot of times there's bullets on the floor. Let's see. Usually there's like a bandage or something over here. Yeah, bandage. Oh, we got some rifle ammo. It can vary, you know, what you can find in here. We got a lantern.
I'll take it.
Some food. There's the rabbit snare. Oh yeah, a lot of times there's a gun cleaning kit if you have the guns turned on. We'll grab the food. We'll look at that. Sewing kit. Cloth. We'll just check everything out.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, you're also exhausted, so. Look under the bed. There's a couple containers. And looks like a couple cartridges. There. And here's my cooking pot. Like I said, sometimes you can't. Oh, there's two cooking pots, so even better. And some tea. That'll help our cooking skill. Yep. I've read all the notes. So I don't need to read another note. How much water did I get? Probably not too much, huh? But definitely more than I need on me. Oh yeah. Here we go. Got that. And now we got some water. Which is always good to have, right? Let's see if there's anything in the safe. 30 something.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
Okay, so it's pretty close. Whew. Not a fan of this game, by the way, or the safe mini game or whatever.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Well, that would be nice. Oh, that's what I was really hoping for right there. Yeah. See, the muglucks are nice because they do the same thing as these boots. Are not quite as warm, I don't think. I think it's
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
3.6 maybe instead of 4.5. But they do weigh less, and that's kind of like the point. What time is it? I don't really know if I have time for all that. If I can rip these apart, yes, I'm not gonna have time to sew it. Let's take them apart anyway. I might. Let's see. Oh, it's an hour. No. That's not happening, but I got a piece of leather now. So let's see what this food. Let's get rid of these little rabbit pieces. They're annoying. I mean, it's such lean meat anyway that you don't get a ton of I'm getting like 30 calories a bite. I had more of these on me than I thought. Right, now we're getting there. And this tea is in terrible condition. It's a good thing I don't really need it. Alright, we'll pop over to the, not the first aid kit. Yeah, here we go. Locker. Man, I'd really rather not carry these with me. I guess I'll deal with it. The problem is I've got 2 rope climbs. You know, we can dump that for sure. Yeah. I still got a bunch of water on me I can get rid of. Oh yeah, we can drop these off. Oh, I brought all that cloth with me. That's part of the problem. Stop. Pizza! Remember how to play this game. Come on. I think that should do it. I need to go to sleep. Alright, let's do that. And we'll just see what we get out of that. Honestly, I mean, it'll wake me up whenever I get to full. And I didn't even quite make it. That's disappointing. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. The weather changing on me. So weight-wise, I'm not in a bad place. Let's have a look, at least. I mean, where I'm going is a cave. That part, and I'm going to a different region, but... Well, I mean, it's not snowing right now. Alright, so on your maps, this would be called Mystery Lake, and where we're going to go to is called Mountain Town. The little town's called Milton, though, and so that's pretty much how I'm going to end up referencing the place. That's generally what I call it, Milton, or Milton. But this is definitely one of the, can be anyway, one of the easier transitions places. There, I almost passed the cave. While we're in here, we'll look for some coal. Or we'll just grab it. And so coal is a resource that respawns. You want to get it whenever you can. It produces a lot more heat and much more quickly than your firewood. So what it can do, and particularly some of the harder modes, is keep you alive. You know, you want to keep an eye out for it. You want to grab it whenever you see it, and then get it out of the cave. So the next time you come through the cave, there's a possibility it can respawn. Now, I don't know how long it's supposed to take. I know it's supposed to take a while. Oh, hey, buddy.
Probably useful.
Actually, that's, yeah. I don't want to, I got to watch my weight. I don't want to get up to the point where I can't climb. Like I said, I have 2 rope climbs. Anyway, I think it's supposed to be a while. But actually, in some instances, in certain caves, I think, it respawns pretty quickly. So, like I said, grab it, get it out. You never know. A can of tuna. Oh, yep. But once you get too heavy, once you become encumbered, you can't climb ropes, so. But I'm just gonna take this coal and go right outside the cave here. And I'm going to, you know what I might do just real quick, just in case, because I've had this happen before. There's not a reason not to go ahead and just, throw down, hopefully, a little fire.
Come on, little fire.
Got rid of that in time. Didn't I see a piece of firewood? I did. Is it? It's cedar. That's fine. Whoa, whoa. All right. You know, You don't know what you're walking out into. I've stepped out of here into a blizzard on many occasions. So, had the torch lit, might as well. I got plenty of firewood. Yeah, we're alright. So, yeah, right here towards the entrance, I'm going to drop most of that coal. I think I'll take the firewood with me, though. You can find a decent amount of cattails through here. So if you need some food or a fire starter, good to go. I think it's, what, 6 or 7 to get through a night. I brought some coffee with me, 2 cups. I'll probably end up drinking both. But you don't necessarily have to have that here. Like I said, I usually try to either sleep, and you can save yourself a little energy too by sleeping in the cave. There's also, I believe, a cave down below. So if you needed to split your climbs. Well, the good thing for us is we all spawns. That's one of the benefits of starting in Ash Canyon. I highly recommend it if you can. I can tell you in a lot of my custom playthroughs, it's a good place to start, because once you get the well-fed bonus, if you can, and you can get a moose hide, you're set. Alright. Another thing I want to look for while I'm in Mountain Town is saplings. So climbing down takes a lot less effort and a lot less fatigue, but even more so when you have the crampons. Crampons do not lower fatigue, they just make the climb faster. So keep that in mind as well. Alright. You can get... Mountain Town's great for like your harvestable stuff, your mushrooms and your rose hips. So it's a good place to... oh, you can find a wolf in here, by the way. It's a good place to get your food skill up. Normally you'd see me switching out the crampons, but I'm just going to go up to this rope climb. It's not that far. And but they do, if you wear them and keep them on, they will start to wear down. I don't know if you can fix them. Honestly, I've never checked. Usually because when I do get them, I make sure I'm consistently trying to remember to take them off when I'm not using them. So I don't know if you can see it, but the rope's up ahead. We're almost there. It's a quick little, like I said, I mean, technically I think we are in Mountain Town at this point, once you come out of the cave. But we're not quite there yet. There's no break on this one, no little pause. So you just got to be ready for it. Make sure you don't, if you've noticed, I haven't done any running. So this is still going to beat up my stamina pretty decently, but the crampons are going to make it much quicker. So you want to be careful with your carry weight coming up this climb. And if I didn't have the crampons, obviously we'd be pretty exhausted. We probably would have popped a coffee on the way over here. Instead, we're just going to drink one now. And then and this also gives me warmth and windproofing. I forget. Sometimes you can find stuff up here with soda or dead guy. He's got a knife. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I didn't want to grab anything while I was climbing, but there are just a ton, like I said, a whole bunch of rose hips and mushrooms throughout this whole region. And I would say arguably cooking skill, at least of all the skills to get to level 5, I would say cooking skill is the most important. And I think one of the most important to get up there as soon as possible, if you can. So we got...
This'll come in handy.
83%, mine's at, what, 89? Yeah, I'm good. Let's leave that here, a bunch of sodas. We'll grab grape because I like grape soda. Plenty of firewood, trail boots. These are great. If I hadn't got the mucklucks, actually they're in good shape too.
Use this.
I probably would just end up switching those out if I didn't find the mucklucks. Nope. I do like to. I'll probably do some sewing here. Oh man, they're just giving rifles away, aren't they? Oh, it's 99%. Gonna be pretty heavy after that. There's not too much left to loot. I might
Nobody needs this anymore.
actually just leave this rifle here for a couple of reasons. One, I don't really want that weight on me right now. Two, can you put it up here? Yeah. What a nice little stash we got right here, right? Got the bedroll, a rifle. And what this does is it means traveling back and forth can be a little easier for me. So the next time I come here, I'm not going to be able to get everything. Looked at, gathered up. I'll do my best to get it centralized. But usually it takes, several trips back and forth from here if I'm basing out in Mystery Lake to get the loot I gather here to Mystery. So, as you can see, it's a pretty quick little run. The weather's starting to get a little weird, though. I would absolutely say that Mountain Town is hugely beneficial. A great place to do stuff, to get loot and come look around and even base out of. It is very dangerous, though. I would say definitely a medium to possibly even advanced area. But it's kind of like another place that it reminds me of, a coastal highway, where there's the little town. There's a little town, Mountain Town. A coastal highway has a little town, and those are really dangerous places. Lots of wolves and issues. I'm gonna grab as much firewood. There's not a lot of firewood, unfortunately. Uh, in town, but I'm not gonna need too much. I don't plan on staying but so long. Let's say there's usually like some socks or something. Alright, let's see if we got any prizes in here.
I'll take it.
That's what I'm looking for right there. It only weighs 1.10 pounds. It's not as warm as the Cowichan sweater, but it's my favorite. I'd say, oh, I don't think it's probably one of the best. For me, it's definitely the best. Sweaters in the game. I would say think of it more like a.
This has been here a while.
I don't know how to. What's it? Think of about boxing, right? Or MMA, if that's your thing. Yeah, pound for pound, what you get for it, I think is best. Now, there goes our weight. That's okay. Usually I will roll into town just like barely even being able to walk. So we'll call this a win.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Anyway, the canned goods, I should probably grab, but I know for a fact on Pilgrim mode that there should be plenty of food where I'm going, so I'm not worried about that. All right, the main thing I'm hoping for, I didn't see it when I come in. Sometimes you can find coffee like right in here. I got a couple candy bars. These energy drinks can help you get up a mountain or whatever. I mean a rope climb, but you know. I'd rather use coffee. That's another big thing I'm looking for here is coffee. You can usually find a decent amount in here. On Pilgrim mode, you might find like, you know, 20, 30 even coffees. But you can see there's a ton of good food in here. I think that lamp oil actually. Lots of food. Like I said, you can get a couple of these energy drinks. Remember, the harder the difficulty,
Any of this gear.
the less stuff you're going to find. And normally I'd say, oh, you better get all this food, but we're going to be just fine. Looking here, though, this on any mode can have crackers in it in multiple boxes, and crackers are like 600 calories, I think, tons of calories. There's usually like I passed the dog food. There's dog food in here. Sometimes you can find little prizes in here on the ground behind the counter.
This will come in handy.
Interesting, I suppose. Okay. Good enough. Oh, let's look in here for a cup of coffee. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So I got my coffee back. Yeah, the headache and the ankle snapping is dumb. Alright, we'll check this car. Yeah, you start here, you're definitely going to want to try to get a pry bar.
I can use this.
To get all the loot on this map. There's a few lockers you saw, but mostly it's you can have a fair amount of cars and car trunks. And it's so random. It's just like housing. Like when we get up here, anytime you come, like the first time you come to Milton, see, town of Milton, uh, and the second time you're going to come here, you're going to notice differences in the town, and how there's certain buildings that will be standing no matter what, but the houses can really range, uh, and sometimes different ones are burnt or broken down, and other times they're not. So it's just random to the playthrough. Like this house is one of my favorite houses in the game when it's up. It usually has loot and a Canadian flag, but as you can see, right now it is a busted structure. So I'm saying in a different playthrough, this might be a house that's you can enter and loot, live in, stay in. In fact, I'm watching Neebs Gaming. Neebs is staying in. Well, he was staying in this house. So you never know. And sometimes there's a bunch of houses. Sometimes there's only a couple. I like that aspect. There's a pry bar right there. Also, you can find a gun sometimes in a car on this map in a couple locations.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
Here, and I think you can find them in a car on the bridge where the bear is. And you'll see houses like this. If they're boarded up, you can't get inside there. So you might have an intact house, but you can't get in it because it's all boarded up.
Okay.
Now, some people put visors up. I usually try to pop the hood if I can to let me know that I've already been there. This house can be looted sometimes. So my little Canadian flag house is down that way this time.
Guess be prepared for anything.
Yeah, we'll take that. There's actually another car that I wouldn't say you can count on it, but there's a good chance you can find a jerry can. So you can see a wolf in the road right up here, and that's the thing. One of the better houses to stay in is that big one up on the hill there. It's Grandmother's house. And it's got tons of storage, generally a fair amount of loot. You know, it's got a 6-burner stove.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
But this place is just covered in wolves. But there are rabbits right over there by this water tower. You know, so you can set snares. If you can get rid of these guys, you know, that's great. So, like I said, starting here can be pretty dangerous. And there's a place that there's almost... I don't know that I've ever been here and there wasn't a bear where the bear is. Alright, we made it. I'm going to take... I think it's called the Milton House. But if you played the story mode, you know it's Grandmother's house. We'll put that away. We don't need this right now. But here's what I'm talking about right here. 6-burner stove can make a huge difference, especially early game. There we go. Especially early game. Oh, another cookbook. Yeah, alright. And I'm just going to start grabbing stuff because I tend to use these fridges as storage. We'll start sticking stuff in here.
Probably useful.
Probably. So as you can see, we already have a ton of food. be careful. Actually, you know what? I might just... well, we need some water. We'll see. Look at all these sodas, my goodness. And even if we're not going to eat those soups, we can still cook them for cooking skill. Not bad. Nice little pile of food. Okay, we got a lot of books on this we don't need. Let's put that one away, that one away, that one away. Drop some firewood here. Get rid of some of these. That one and that one. Get that on me. Put these guys away for now. Oh, actually, yeah, it's fine. I'll leave them in. Nah, let's get down there.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know. Sorry, lady. Nope. Put you away for now. Drop you on the ground. So, one of the things that annoys me in this game is if you have two hatchets, be careful because it's going to go to like the best one. Same thing with the pry bar. And it doesn't give you an option. At least you can choose generally when you're using your hatchet or your knife, but it's just going to automatically start beating up your best crowbar. So keep that in mind. You actually. Eight extra rose hips for now. We'll have plenty of rose hips here shortly. And we're going to go ahead and start a fire. And we'll just do a book because there's plenty of books in this house. Remember, at this point, level 3, we're getting 100% fire starting, so it's adding to our fire skill, guaranteed. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Alright, I'm going to take like a quick 3-minute break because I have to run to the restroom. Let's actually, we'll come back here. So we'll let the water do its water thing. Let's lose these guys. I like to keep certain things where I can see it. So I don't forget. Sometimes you can find a rifle here. There we go. I was like, thought you could get another cooking pot. There we go. So let's say on, you know, the next mode you might get two, the next mode, Stalker, you might have one cooking pot. You might get two. Interloper, you know, maybe there won't be any cooking pot. But you know there's a chance for one to spawn here. Alright. Like I said, books aren't too big of a problem. I don't know if it's this one or not, but in one of these bedrooms I think you can find a pistol. It might be this one, but I don't see it. Shells though. Cartridges in here. Yeah, I don't see the pistol. And you'll notice a lot of curtains. So that's what I'm going to use to get my cloth. And there's plenty in not just this house, but in the other house that are around. There we go. And they're new. I think I have 2 pairs of those already. But nothing wrong with having a spare. Always look in the bathtubs for underwear. I don't know why. We'll grab the toilet water before we head downstairs. Time. Yeah, we're good. Sewing kit. Some bullets, it looks like. Yeah, you might want to pull your torch out to really go. There's a bullet in that pail. But I would always tear this cloth up right here. You can usually find something behind it, and it's usually pretty decent. So.
I'll take it.
I'm going to take all the clothing and I'm going to throw it in the cabinet downstairs. I'm going to gather all the clothing I can from the town and anywhere else I decide to search. And do some sewing. Get my mending up. I'm going to want lots of water so I can do make these teas. How are we doing? Yeah. Alright, good. Which, yeah, I'm going to start doing right now. It's a little late and I'm a little too tired to head to the plane crash, which is the spot where you can find the snow pants. So another thing that again boggles my mind, you know, folks will get kind of pissy about shredding the meat into little pieces, but I don't know anybody that doesn't use a million teas they're never going to drink just to get their cooking skill up. So The other nice thing is, so these teas are slowly deteriorating, I think, over time. I'm not sure how that works, but so I cook them now, they'll have more nutrition.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Then if I just let them, continually go bad. I didn't mean to do that. And we'll make these up too. Where's my cooking skill? What are we at here? Yeah, that going. And again, I have no plan on eating these tomato soups right now. They could give me food poisoning. But there's no reason not to go ahead and cook them up and get the cooking skill. Since we're standing here anyway. But you should be able to see the advantage of having a 6-burner stove. It makes a huge difference. I want to show you something about the soup. So even though I've cooked it, it's not going to go up. So unlike a steak or tea, it's not going to add any food value to it. So instead of being 80%, it's still 30%, like no matter what. So for that reason, yeah, we're gonna get the cooking skill, and then toss those right back in the fridge. Pretty good. Alright, I'll waddle over here and drop a bunch of this water on the ground. So you can see you get a nice bit of food, I think, out of that. Tuna can there. Okay. Candy bar. Yeah, we'll grab 2 candy bars and a couple of these sodas. Alright, let's see. I should... Oh, the water. There we go. That should help get me a bunch of teas made. Okay. Do you have the cloth? I do. Alright, let's see if I can get these mucklucks repaired. I think it's going to take two goes. No, 100%. Perfect. Fantastic. So what we'll do is go ahead and put those on. And like I said, so they weigh 3.3 pounds. And the deerskin boots weigh 4. So the nice thing is that I knew there had to be a reason that I stuck with the knit mucklucks. So they do have the same windproofing as the deerskin boots. So, boom. And yeah, you know, we didn't lose that much weight, but anything helps. So. All right. So like I said, this weighs the same as these, but it's warmer. All right. There's a little bit of light left. Can I make it? Yeah, I made it to the bed. All right. Nice thing about sodas is they give you calories too. That'll
I
get
need
us
to
through
find a
the
place
night.
to rest.
I know. Hopefully, we shouldn't sleep for 11. Hopefully it'll be more like 10 and some change. Where did I put that? Alright, if I can get over there, we'll get some curtains. There we go. Help that sun get over the horizon just a little bit. I'm going to need that cloth anyway, and then I'm going to go straight for repairing the sweater. Takes about an hour. Got it. Go ahead and do it again. Alright. So the way this works is this is your outer layer, and this is your inner layer. Right? Same thing over here. This is your inner layer, and this is your outer layer. So interestingly enough, if you have the ear wrap, it will protect your moose hide bag somehow from getting wet. Which is why I try to carry 2 if you have 2. But so we're going to put this on the outside in case somehow I end up getting soaked through all the way. But as you can see, that we're getting a degree more of windproofing, which isn't going to affect us because it would be nice if that was all we had. but we're going up a little, about a degree also in warmth for the same weight. So we'll pop that on. We're at 50 degrees. Pretty darn warm. Alright, we'll drop that. And I think everything else just stays on me, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's grab a little. Yeah, we'll drink another soda. And we'll kill this candy bar. Top off the tank there. And actually, I'm going to drop a couple more bottles of water. There we go. Double check the fridge, make sure I'm not carrying a bunch of crap I don't need. That's fine. Teas, what are teas for? They're obviously to help you heal, right? And they're to keep you warm and keep your cooking skill up. That's what most people use them for. Cut that off for now. I don't think I'm going to be in a situation where I need that either. We don't have that gun. There we go. I'd rather leave them in the other. Alright, I'm going to throw this cloth in this cabinet, and then I'm headed out to the plane crash. I always try to keep 1 or 2 pieces of cloth on me, just in case. We might be able to do this in 1 day, hopefully. We'll see. Excuse me 1 sec.
Looks like this has been here a while.
I don't know. I would kind of. I mean, I guess just for whatever reason, because the way I did it, I consider this the back way. Basically, there are 2 ways to reach the plane crash. I will eventually get to the other entrance, as it were. But for right now, this is the quickest and I think the easiest way to get up there. Definitely faster than the other way. And we're gonna start. We'll save these for the way back, but we'll definitely be collecting some. But you get a ton of rose hips, like over 200 rose hips in this area. So, well, on Pilgrim mode. If you have a Polaroid, you can use it here. I do not. Now, we've already found a gun on this map. It doesn't mean we can't find more, and there is another spot back here, a cave, where you have an opportunity to find a gun. Let's see. I see a backpack, so that's good. Oh, we got some coal even. Nice. I'll just leave. Well, I'll grab one. No. I got 2 pieces on me, right? Yeah. So that will save for the trip back.
Best be prepared for anything.
I don't know why I left. No, they're fine. Just leave those there. Do not want the food poisoning. You cannot go back the other way. So, for this trip, I will definitely be coming back past this cave. I have to. Anything else I see, I don't really feel like I need to have on me right now. Again, I'll just pass it up. But there's rabbits in here, deer. I don't think there's a wolf in this part. So, it would be a great place if you really kind of wanted to stay and hang out. Do some cave living. But there is a wolf where we're going. And again, I'm going to pass up these rose hips in this particular part of the pathing because I'll just grab them on the way back. Wind is not being my friend right now. Really isn't. If you can strafe, it tends to make things go a little easier when the wind's blowing directly on you. We got it kind of at my back right now. You can see I don't really need to zigzag. But zigzagging while it's blowing directly at you can actually have a beneficial. It can make it a little easier to get around. There's 2 little ponds. There are plenty. There's cattails. There's rabbits. You're not gonna starve. However, I think it's up in this section you can't have a wolf. I think. I'm not 100% on that. I think so, though. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is the place to be. You think about it, you get some snares going. Now, I'm pretty sure there can be a wolf in here, but even, you know, you can get some snares going and you get a deer. You can see the plane. Yeah, there definitely can be a wolf up in here. I remember that. So keep that in mind. Really sticks. Firewood shouldn't be too much of a problem because I'm going to be breaking up some crates and stuff where I'm going. A lot of times I plan on spending the night out here. Oh, there's an ear wrap.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
But you see how it was ragged? I mean, it's outside. I think things that are outside decay faster. You would actually, like, that to me would make more sense than a sweater going bad in 3 months. You can crack open these crates if you want and
This
see
will
if
come in
there's
handy.
anything inside, but I don't recall ever finding anything in them, so up to you. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of firewood. I do like coming. I mean, you can come out here again if you'd like. Like I said, it's not a bad place. We'll see about the timing. The problem is I have to break up at least one crate down here. And it's going to take a little bit of time. So you might want to grab rose hips on your way. It'll give you something to do when you get down here. If, a lot of times the weather can change on you, or, you know, like I said, you just don't have enough time, or maybe you don't have any coffee, whatever. You're just too fatigued. I've got hit with quite a few blizzards in this area. Oh, there's a deer here. Alright, so there's meat. If I needed it. Okay. I kind of want to try to get back, so. Alright. A lot of times there's a pair of pants here. Sometimes it's the snow pants. Sometimes it's, you know, khakis or whatever the hell they are, cargo pants. You just never know. Sometimes it's nothing. So. Oh, we got the combat pants. We'll take those. We'll take those. They're better than the cargo pants. Should be warmer right off the bat. Yep. So you see, I think once it's all the way up, the windproofing is about the same. You actually get some waterproofing out of this, a little bit of protection. I want the extra warmth. I think it goes up to a little, like, I know it goes over past 3 degrees. So I pop those bad boys on. Oh, they're wet. Yeah.
I think I can use this.
Okay. Jerry can. Giving away stem packs, huh?
Probably useful.
That is useful. If you want to, you can bust open these other crates. I don't think I've ever found the one in the back there. But I think I've found something in here before. But the pants are going to be in that box right there. What time is it? I'll bust this up. There won't be anything in it, I don't think. Yeah. Alright. Up to you. There's bones in here, so I guess technically this is a bear cave, but I guess the bear's dead. Or something. Hey, there's a pistol.
Could end up being useful.
Alright. Grab these. Like I said, not a ton of firewood back at the house. Weather I wouldn't call great. But
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I know. I know that cave isn't that far away. So even if things go sideways, I have a close by shelter. So we're gonna go. Anyway, I was really hoping for the snow pants. And the truth is, the snow pants, here's the real rub, would have saved me weight, 2 pounds approximately. Whereas the combat pants are going to actually add a little weight. Not much. But they do weigh a little bit more than the cargo pants. All right. Now be careful, you want to it says harvest rose hips, because a lot of times it'll say climb, and you'll just end up climbing back down the hill. It can be kind of annoying. Okay, I don't need those. I don't need those. %, no. That'll work. Yellow rose hips, yep. No, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. I wasn't paying attention, and I just climbed back down for no reason. Harvest rose hips pizza. But as you can see, we're getting a ton, and we passed some on the way here. Let's try not to climb back down. Good. I mean, we're getting a little wet. Anytime, you know, you're taking wind and water damage to your clothing, it's going to go down faster. The harder the difficulty, the faster it's going to go down. A piece of firewood. What is it? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting pretty wet. I mean, so, you know, what I could do, obviously, is when I get to the cave, I could pop in, start a quick fire, warm up, dry up a little bit, and then head out. Again, mainly just to, it would be at this particular point with the clothing that I have, just to try to, you know, keep the wear and tear off the clothing. Oh, that's where you come in from the other side, and you can see there's some rose hips up there that I won't be able to get up there, but you have to jump down. You can't go back out that way. So. It's fun to have a pistol now. So yeah. But on the flip, and really it wouldn't be that big a deal. I got food, I can make water, I got, you know, oh, did I bring my cooking pot? What? Pizza. Cardinal sin, y'all. I didn't bring anything to make water with. Anyway, but unfortunately, I mean, if I do stop, and these are the big wet snowflakes, I'm just getting soaking wet. Oh, but you can see how somehow this keeps my reside bag from getting wet. I don't know why. And why you bring more than one, right? But yeah, fun little place. And like I said, I don't think the wolf can get down here. Wolves. Hey, bunny. You live with me now. Come on, buddy. I'm not going to leave that coal. Now, I don't know how this works. Like, I don't honestly know if cave coal comes back, does it? I mean, okay. A non... There's no loading screen, is what I'm saying. Yeah. But anyway, even though we're pretty wet, I don't want to get stuck in the cave during a blizzard or something. I'd rather at this. I mean, if a blizzard hit right now, I'd probably run back to the cave. But if it hits on the other side of this tower, man, you know, we'll just walk through it. Drop when we get there. Now, a lot of times what I'll do, if, especially, you know, Milton's always on the, oh, I missed it. Why can't you jump in this game? It's dumb. I'm going to go up and get it, though. There we go. So that's it for the rose hips on that run. Let's see. We got 208. And if you go the other way, I think there's a couple rosehip bushes that way too. So That's a lot of rose hips. That's all I'm saying. See our wolf buddies down there. You really can, like, step out the front door of this grandmother's house and they'll be right in the front, so. Yeah, it's starting to pick up. I'm glad I left. I think we might get a blizzard. It's been snowing all day, but other than some sticks, even though you've got all these trees and everything, there's not, I don't think there's any limbs. I'm gonna say, I hear one. Is he stuck? He sounds stuck. And we're back. And before I forget, holy shit balls! Woo! I'm awake now. All right, I want to get this stuff back here that I left behind. Nothing wrong with having a spare hatchet. Again, this is the kind of stuff that you gather up, you know, and eventually you want to get to your main base. Or maybe, you know, Milton's one of those places where you can kind of have a second base here, I guess, but... yeah. Alright. Not bad, I'd say. Not bad at all. So yeah, I'm going to continue this map. What I'll do is search the town. The farm. I don't need a moose, so I'm in no rush to do that. There's a rope climb to a basin. I guess I should probably get inside, huh? They can also have a moose in that area. Loot, caves. It's a fun place. It's an outdoor spot. There's no interiors you can get to, but caves. And I really like it there. It puts you out in Muskeg, I think. But yeah, you know, at this point it's gathering clothes so I can do some sewing. Hopefully find, like I said, I'd like another pair of climbing socks. We'll get these pants fixed up. We'll make a bunch of tees. In fact, let's just do that. That'll help us dry off a little bit. You know, I might have a little fire. Again, there's more books. If you're playing Pilgrim mode, your matches and stuff aren't really going to be a problem. Like I said, the best thing about Pilgrim mode is learning the maps, learning where things are. You can learn where preppers' caches are, which maps have them. Figure out where the bears spawn in, all that kind of stuff. Deer, etc. I want to be able to see the coal. Better. And then some sticks down too. So we got fire, we got water. We'll dry up and then we'll try to fix this these pants real quick. I'll show you the, hopefully the full benefit. Oh, they're so wet. Alright, let's drop them by the fire for a minute. Yeah, come on, buddy. But I'm hoping, and it might take me having to sew a few other things that I'm wearing. Yeah, it needs repairs, but this should put me over 50 degrees. Like, consistently, I would think. Okay. And we'll switch these guys out. Yep. 3.6. Yeah, it didn't quite get me over there, but I'm sure, like I said, I get the other pair of climbing socks. I think you can get up to like 52 degrees. Yeah, I really wanted those snow pants. Not gonna fib. I've looked at in Pleasant Valley and here. It doesn't mean I can't find them somewhere else. Get those going. Finally make this. Well, bam. Alright, so that's how you get from Mystery Lake to Milton. It's how you get in town. Showed you kind of where to be. Like, now, if I wasn't playing on Pilgrim, I probably wouldn't stay in this house. I'd loot it. I'd come here to cook, you know, but the other place here that, you know, is nice is a farm. I'm gonna go to and loot. It also has a 6-burner stove. The 6-burner stove is a game changer, especially when you're trying to level up your cooking. So. But yeah, welcome to Milton, y'all. Thanks for sticking with me. If you happen to catch this, I appreciate it. I know I ended this series, but you know, like I said, I need something to do. I need a break from grinding things in Ark and what have you. So, yeah, we'll continue this series. I guess we're still calling it beginner, but we might be heading towards the middle, more slightly advanced. So we'll highlight that too. Alright, well, if you happen to catch this, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you see this at a later date or time, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a good day, and y'all be good to each other.